The Sandbox would one say one is of the greatest play to procure metaverses out there, yet as far as crypto, what is the Sandbox, SAND? We should find out what we can learn about the token, and investigate a portion of the Sandbox cost forecasts that were being made starting around September 7, 2022, as well. The Sandbox made sense of. The Sandbox is a play-to-procure game that joins blockchain innovation and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, in a three-layered, 3D, metaverse. It centers around client-produced content which advances foster the stage. The game was at first known as two separate versatile hits, the Sandbox, which was sent off in 2011, and the Sandbox Advancement, which was sent off in 2016. Together, the two games produced around 40 million downloads across the Android and iOS stages. In 2018, the game's engineer, Pixel, established by Arthur Madrid and Sebastian Borget, was obtained by Hong Kong-based game programming organization Animoca Brands, which coordinated the well-known games into the blockchain environment. The Sandbox is facilitated on the Ethereum, ETH, organization and is controlled by its local token, SAND. Propelled by significant game creation frameworks, for example, Minecraft and Roblox, the Sandbox permits players not simply to make their own universes and games, yet additionally to have genuine responsibility for manifestations as NFTs. In return for taking part and playing, players acquire SAND tokens. As per the Metaverse's white paper, the ongoing game market limits maker freedoms and proprietorship, an issue which the Sandbox means to survive while speeding up blockchain reception to become the blockchain gaming market. The actual game is parted into three sections: Vox Edit, where players can make and invigorate 3D items like individuals, creatures, instruments and foliage. These are then sent out into the Sandbox's commercial center, where they become game resources and are sold as NFTs. The Sandbox commercial center, where clients can transfer, distribute and sell their resources as ERC-721 and ERC-1155 tokens. This sent off on 30/2021. GameMaker, where players who own resources can utilize them to play the actual game. Players can put their resources inside a land parcel, an ERC-721 token, that they own inside the Sandbox. This land can be enriched with various resources which can be given predefined ways of behaving through visual prearranging hubs. Hence, players can transform their property into a likely full game insight. A few terrains can be consolidated by players to shape a domain. The SAND token energizes the stage and can be procured by selling resources, by possessing area which can be leased or populated with content to expand its worth, and additionally by building and adapting games through the game creator capability on the terrains that are claimed by players. The token too gives players admittance to the stage. Players use SAND tokens to mess around, make in-game buys and alter their symbols. SAND is likewise charged to transfer resources on the commercial center and buy jewels that characterize a resource's unique case and shortage. SAND holders are allowed administration and can practice casting a ballot rights on key elements inside the venture's guide. Players can stake their SAND tokens to procure more. This is likewise the main way that players can acquire the jewels and necessary impetuses for resource creation. Players get to keep 95% of their SAND income. The other significant thing to note about SAND is that, since it depends on the Ethereum blockchain, it is a token, and not, for any reason, a coin. You could hear references to things like the SAND coin or a Sandbox coin cost forecast, yet these are off base. The all-out supply of SAND remains at 3 billion, with 1.5 billion available for use. The token came to more than $1.3 billion in market capitalization and is positioned the 38th biggest cryptographic money by CoinMarketCap starting around September 7, 2022. The Sandbox cost forecasts. Presently, we should investigate a portion of the Sandbox cost forecasts that were being made starting around September 7, 2022. It is essential to take note of that cost gauges, particularly for something as unstable as cryptographic money, are in many cases wrong. Additionally, We really want to bring up that long-haul crypto value expectations are in many cases made utilizing a calculation, and that implies that they can change whenever. To begin with, made a sand cost expectation that said the token could close the year at somewhere close to $4.46 and $4.47. The site then, at that point, recommended it could reach $6.11 by September 7, 2023, proceeding possibly moving to $13.25 per year from that point. Sand cost driven by organization and financial backer news. We should investigate the sand cost history. While past execution ought to never be taken as a mark of future outcomes, understanding what the token has done in the past can assist with giving us some significant setting with regards to either deciphering the Sandbox cost forecast or, in all likelihood, making one of our own. The Sandbox token standpoint began to look significantly more certain toward the beginning of February 2021. Following the Sandbox's organization with digital money cost following site CoinMarketCap for the last option to deliver a NFT assortment on the metaverse. Before very long, the symbolic cost continued to move sideways before it came to $3.22 on November 3, 2021, after the metaverse reported on 2nd of November that it had acquired $93 million from SoftBank Vision Asset 2 financial backers, which would assist the stage with increasing its development system, activities and player securing. By then, the Sandbox previously had more than 165 accomplices, including well-known US rapper Sneak Homie, and popular television series The Strolling Dead and The Smurfs. The task had likewise collaborated up with Freedom City Adventures, System Intelligent, and Adidas Firsts. On November 25, 2021, the token arrived at its untouched high of $8.44, a 16,387% flood since it sent off at $0.051 on August 15, 2020. On December 1, 2021, the Sandbox reported that players could buy plots close to the one where Sneakom Slice was building his manor, Snoopverse. This aided the Sand token to develop by only 2% from $6.58 on 1st of December to $6.71 the next day. Following a general drop in Bitcoin and Ether costs toward the beginning of December, Sand likewise fell by 29% to $4.78 by mid-month, notwithstanding having protected organizations with 10 trades, as well as a Mauer NFT assortment memorializing the Berlin Wall. On December 21, 2021, the Metaverse's accomplice, Canadian electronic music maker deadmau5, reported the send-off of his NFT assortment on the Sandbox's commercial center, which pushed the Sand token's cost up to $6.73.